playlist is almost too smooth to turn off. Let me transition to moi. Is it moi? Todo tässä voi tätä fakta voi tätä snasta moi. The boy. Alright. Let me go ahead and turn this stuff off and start to get the boys in here. The gentlemen. You know them, you love them. Let's see. Let me do that. Go down to Kit Kat. Oh, this shit is stupid. Alright, there we go. That was really annoying. Really annoying. I went on my way. At least I can say the weather's been nice. Well, for today, at least.
What's good, neighbor?
Yesterday, Jesus Christ, you're loud. Holy shit.
I had to assert my dominance.
Loud. No, I mean, I respect that. You know, you gotta come at him somehow.
Man, do I got some topics for today.
Uh-oh. That's what I like to hear. Let me go ahead and transition that joint.
Let's see if what did Savon call him? Lord Ernest the Eighth. Let's see if he can join us today.
He'll probably join us just late. I don't know, man. I do not know. But in the meantime, I'm gonna take my coaster. I'm gonna wrap my dude. Put it in the coaster.
Oh, I'm freaking exhausted. I think it's this heat.
I mean, I'll take what we've been getting over top of like how it usually is out here.
You're not wrong, but
like at least it's not humid. Apparently it was 80 degrees today.
It felt like a lot more, but
yeah,
I don't know.
Granted, I was only like really out in that for like maybe all of 30 minutes. So
I've been outside for the last like 4.5 hours. I don't know, something like that.
I can't relate.
Yeah. I'm out here cutting grass and doing house shit. I don't know.
See, I don't mind cutting the grass because I just got like a little square. Like,
yeah, I got
so
this like
it is what it is.
big
I literally
backyard.
Literally takes me all of like 7 minutes to cut the grass. Just out there, I whack that shit and I'm out. Oh, I guess I could do story time, yo. I had to fucking fight an animal on Sunday night. So like,
Dude, what? That thing was cute as shit.
yeah, it was a possum. I was gonna kill it, but
Nah.
you know,
Oh shit!
yeah,
Is that Lord Ernest the Eighth?
I don't know who that is.
I
That's
was
you.
gonna kill it.
That's you.
That thing was cute as fuck.
That little bastard made his way into the fucking trash cans. I was trying to take the trash out.
Well, yeah, you got that strap, so
Yeah, you already know. You already know.
bust that thing off.
Yeah, that shit's crazy. Wasn't trying to get bit and have to deal with rabies.
You'll be fine.
Oh, okay.
I believe in you.
It's all we're gonna chalk that up to the culture. Said rabies. Chalk that up to the culture. Oh, goodness. Good day. Shit. Let me see here. Get my little outline up. And alrighty. As far as we can recap, there's not really much to say upon that because me and Nick spent Saturday together. So the majority of Saturday. Sunday, I don't really think I did anything on Sunday. Yeah, I pretty much stayed in the house.
I was passed out.
Yeah. Like, the only thing I can say for Sunday is, like, I know I cooked for 3 days. 3 days worth of food or whatnot. And, yeah. But Saturday was the gay pride,
Gay parade.
march, whatever you call it. It was, mighty gay. I'll tell you that. You know, if there's any take to take from it all. But nah, it was cool. Honestly, for an event like thing, that's probably like the most people I've seen in the city for an organized event, like, for a while. Granted, it's like, I mean, it makes sense because it's what's it called? You know, for gay pride, and there's a lot of people that celebrate that.
A lot of gays.
When it's like a lot of other events that happen in DC, it's like towards a certain type of culture, but this is a, like, you know, this is a demographic of people, so I guess it's to be expected that there were more people involved in that activity. I mean, honestly, I think I've seen there was more people there than, like, for some of the memorial services and stuff they have that go on in DC.
Definitely.
So, like, it was a lot of fucking people in the city, and I'm not just talking about where the parade was taking place, but in general.
We were at, like, the end of the parade, and it was still going on. Like, so it started at 4:30, and at, like, 6 o'clock, we were, like, by where it started, and there's still, like, a shit ton of people walking, and, like, the parade is still going through that section. It wasn't like, oh, okay, you know, 4:30 started, and then it just kind of, like, moved out, and then you could start walking through. No, that shit was packed.
Yeah, nah, it was deep, yo. I want to say the parade went on until at least like 7:30, almost 8 o'clock.
At least.
Like, it went on a long fucking time, like a long time. But I know that's cool. It's great to see. Like, there wasn't really any negativity or anything going on. There was a lot of positivity, and, you know, that's really cool to see, and, you know, have people come together and whatnot. Granted, with that being said, there's always room for coonery, and somebody tried to ruin the fun, popped a couple shots, not necessarily at people, just in general, but
So that thing
you get the idea. Granted, nobody was injured or anything like that, so that's cool and all that. But there's always something, man. Like, you know, you're not safe anywhere. Like, you can't have anything anymore. Like, you can't.
Which means you gotta start carrying the Draco.
I guess that I mean, that's what the NRA wants you to do. They definitely want you to carry a Draco. They want you to purchase one and all that. They would love for that to happen. I don't know if it's a solution or a problem, but that's a whole nother topic. Talk about that shit forever. But yeah, man, I got the vibe. Like, I wasn't gonna say that was necessarily gonna happen, but I was like, with this amount of people, I would not be surprised if some shit like this happened. And then when we heard about it, I was like, I'm not surprised at all because of the amount of people that were there. Like, whenever you multiply people, you gotta understand that you're multiplying the number of idiots too. Like, unfortunately,
for every like 1,000 people to like one gun.
Yeah, like, you're definitely multiplying the idiots. So whenever you go to a major and you feel that there are a lot of really stupid people there, it's because there's a lot of people at the event. You know, like, it is what it is. It goes hand in hand. You multiply the amount of people, you're multiplying the amount of dumb people too. Like, it comes with the territory. Like, it is what it is. But yeah. I guess. Well, that was our week. Oh yeah, shit. And then we went to a barbecue after that. it was pretty much over by the time we got there. But I can't deny free food, so it is what it is. Next time, definitely try to get there a little earlier. Every time I've been to that barbecue, it's been lit, but this year was weird. They ended like mad early this year. Like the last 2 years I went to the barbecue, we were there until like 5 in the morning, yo.
People getting old, man.
Yeah.
But did get to catch up with the big homie Walk Daddy 1979.
Yeah, definitely. That's what's up. That's what's up. I get to see him pretty much every day, so
Yeah,
like
well.
it is what it is. Like.
What did you do this weekend, Ernest?
I don't even remember. Nothing, probably.
Played RuneScape.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. AFK the shit out of it.
You said, hey, you trying
It's
to go
not AFK if you're at your computer. Like,
Oh,
what are you
I
talking
know
about?
I did an essay. I know I did an essay this weekend, but that's about it.
No, you didn't.
Oh, good shit. Stay smart, dude.
Yeah, big Z's. Seriously. Don't go to class in the summer. Holy shit.
You made that decision, buddy.
I
Yeah,
did. And it's
yeah.
worth it. It's worth it, but
Is-
it's like,
is it worth
Is it? Is it?
Is it?
Yeah.
that, that didn't sound like. I mean, that didn't sound like an answer. Like,
If I wasn't getting 6 credits for this, it would not be worth it. But since that's the case, I'll take it.
I mean, I guess I can respect that. You know, it's like
Yeah,
you
but
saying. That,
honestly, Taipei Major, caught a little bit of that. That was okay.
I watched the majority of it, honestly,
The what?
because the shit that was going on in
Oh, the shit Jeff was at?
yeah,
Oh, yeah, I didn't watch
joint
any
going
of that.
on in China. I watched the majority of it because it was on late because of the time zones. So I would get back from doing shit and I just put it on and watch it. But it was pretty dope. I mean, it's 50-50. It was cool to watch it and see the people that do well in that game play, but at the same time, it reinforces that the meta is so fucking shit in Street Fighter, bro. Like, yeah, like it is what it is. Like, that game is not gonna change. Like, but I don't know. It was cool to see the homie Bonchan. He was doing work, but cut short again. This dude made it all the way through winners side into winners finals and then got third. That's like the Bonchan classic. Like, he's just never gonna win anything again, man. It's just not gonna happen. But it was funny because pools on Friday night, it was really crazy because a lot of like the really experienced players got knocked in the losers bracket early. Like Taquito got knocked in the losers first match against some like random person from China, like some random Chinese player. And it was him. He got knocked in the losers, and somebody else, I forget, but it was like another really big notable player that wasn't expected to. They both got knocked in the losers like first round in pools. Like, that shit was nuts. And I was like, damn, it's just crazy. These no names, man. Like, that's just always interesting to watch these out of continent tournaments because it's so wild out there. Because the people that don't travel overseas are so freaking strong, but we never get to see them firsthand. Outside of maybe YouTube clips from like arcade footage and all that, but like with China, you know, I mean, is the footage out there? I don't think so. Outside of maybe like CN, because CN travels. But
That's about it.
you know, I would imagine it's either there's no footage out there, or they're uploading it to a website that's indigenous to that area. That might be a thing. It might not be like a YouTube.
Chinese YouTube.
Yeah. There's probably like 1,000 of those.
Said Nico TV.
They make that's Japanese. They make everything in China, bro. There's probably like at least 1,000 different sites like YouTube out there. Like, it's probably crazy.
I'm just glad we're Japan is moving forward and stepping away from Nico TV. No
What,
more.
you don't like
no more
40p?
240p.
You don't like it?
I mean, I can always watch it because I never have to use bandwidth, but
I thought they were going for that look on purpose. It's more nostalgic.
that is trash.
That site was AIDS.
I mean,
It was. I mean, it was great. Like when it came out, and then now we got games in like freaking 4K and 1080p, and these dudes are like, yeah.
honestly, if it wasn't for like people out of the continent, I think like if Japan stayed on it, they'd probably still be playing on fucking PS2 right now. Like, I don't think they care. Like, I honestly don't. If it plays games, it works. Fuck it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they do have technological marvels, but a lot of the stuff that they make is to make life itself better, like easier. And when it comes to like leisure stuff, it's like kind of whatever. If it works, fuck it. Like that's kind of how the mentality is. So I don't know, man. But you know us, we're gonna bitch, we're gonna complain. So you gotta update and go with the times, yo. I mean, shit, it hasn't even been that long. Like maybe 2, maybe 3 years ago, they just started like having arcade streaming on Twitch. Like that's fairly new to them. I forget the typical arcade that I follow, but I know Athena from time to time. You can actually watch Athena on Twitch now, so that's pretty cool.
Was it the Jordal joint?
Well, no, that's a re-upload. Like they actually have channels on Twitch.
Yeah, he's you know how they always talk about people ripping streams and then reposting them.
Yeah, that's what Jordal does. Well,
Yeah, Jordal.
I don't know if he still does it. Like I haven't seen his channel really active like that, but that's what he was doing before. And when he first started doing it, I respect it because there wasn't really ways for people to watch it because the original sites that were posting the videos, like you had to have an account and all this other junk. So it was like a lot of hurdles to go through. But now that it's accessible and he's still doing it, I don't know. This. I mean, people enjoy it, I guess, but you can watch it from the source. You don't have to go through his channel to do it. That's what I do at least. I watch it from the source.
I'm hitting him with the content strike.
You should.
Yeah. So, welcome to 2019, player.
Yeah, get him. My mind's trying to monetize other people's content.
Speaking of that, they got Call of Duty streams for that, but they figured out the workaround. And you know what the workaround was?
Make it look like you're playing?
Commentary. Adding commentary makes it original content.
Well, I mean, you gotta look at that from like other stuff anyway. Like, I mean, I can't say that I haven't done it before. I've restreamed E3 like and all that. I've talked over it. So
when we did the Evo announcement,
that's technically restreaming, technically the same thing. But the difference between that is I don't give a shit. Like these other people, trying to get them bucks off it. So it's just a little different for them,
get them Twitch bits.
Trying to get the Twitch, all the biddies, all the biddies. Yeah, let me formally start this. This is Crash the Net episode 11. I told y'all that we would be back for another week, after another week. So this is probably the first consecutive week in a very long fucking time. So claps to that. We in there. What's it called? I'm joined by my friends, my co-host. As always, we got Young Ernest and we got Nick with me tonight. I have no fucking clue where Greg is. I see his emblem.
You see that joint says 14.
Final Fantasy 14. So
my man in that raid, he said, "Look, I will join when I get time."
They had one Square Enix conference, and my man is right back in the saddle.
He's been back in the saddle.
Well, yeah, I know.
I was about to say,
but, I don't know. I've already went on this rant 1,000 times, and I'm not going down it again on stream.
Thanks.
We just all know my stance on massively multiplayer online games.
On good games.
I think, honestly, I'm just going to chalk it up to me being old. I'm too old for that shit. That's that kid stuff. Like, I just leave it there. Which is crazy because I think Greg is older than me. But it's whatever.
That's what happens.
Anyway, not all of us can grow up. On to the first
Jesus.
topic that I have for tonight. I actually got a couple of topics myself, and I know that Nick said he had some, so there should be I wouldn't say eventful episode, but we should have a lot to talk about when it comes to that. We can go for the most generalized one. Everybody's reaction to E3 so far. Have you been watching it? Is there anything you're excited about? Anything captivate you? Anything surprise you? Anything disappoint you? Well, there's gonna be a lot of that shit going on, but
Animal Crossing.
I'm gonna be real with you. I didn't watch any Nintendo shit like at all. Like the video for, I guess they did the little Nintendo announcement thing that they do every month? They do it every month, every other month, or some shit.
Well, the Treehouse Direct.
Yeah. So I guess they did that, and the video actually popped up in my YouTube recommends, and I swiped it, cut it.
He said, "I don't want to see this."
It's like I'm good on that. I actually I only watched maybe 2 conferences, but I tried to let Twitter show me what's important to people, and that did not work at all. So I don't know what the fuck happened in the Nintendo press conference outside of the whole Zelda shit. That's what I saw on Twitter, but that's it. Everything else, I don't know. It's as if it never happened.
All right, I got you. I'll break it down for you. So we got Zelda, which I don't care about. Whatever.
Yeah,
It's literally just gonna be Breath of the Wild 2, same engine,
yeah.
same everything, but new
That
storyline.
shit's DLC then, right?
No, it's like a whole new game.
You gotta buy it as a whole new game?
Yep.
These guys are assholes.
Yeah, sheep status. But
Oh
anyways,
my God.
then we got the new Pokemon announcement, which was cool. I'm a little peeved with it, but we'll see how it plays out.
Is another game?
No, it's an update on Sword and Shield.
Didn't they just update us about Sword and Shield?
They gave it more update. Like they were like, okay, look, here's like what's gonna happen, like what you can do with it, blah blah blah. And they're like, oh, Pokemon series has like 800 to 900 something Pokemon right now.
Yeah, it's a fuck ton.
We're not putting them all in.
What?
So I was like,
What?
so yeah, I'm just like, huh?
Well, I can see both sides of the coin on this one. As a Pokemon advocate, I'm sure they're pissed because you're excluding content. But looking at it from my perspective, where it's like I haven't touched Pokemon since original 150. I don't want to play all that. Yeah, it wasn't 1 back then. It was 150.
151.
What, you included what, Masingo?
No, fucking Mew, bro.
Mew was Mew in
151.
Red and Blue?
Yeah.
151.
Mew, like regular Mew, was in that joint.
Yes, 151.
That game sucks.
150 was Mewtwo. No, it was it was like a legitimate thing. It was like in the game. It's just you weren't really supposed to be able to get it.
Wow.
So a glitch.
Nah, it's not a glitch. Because it adds it to the Pokédex.
That shit's crazy. Well, 151. Like, I haven't played since then. All that new shit, if I wanted to play Pokemon now, I wouldn't fuck with. So if they scaled it back or anything, I wouldn't have a problem with that. But at the same time, you're cheating your fan base content. Come on, guys. Like, we're above that.
Yeah.
Like, come on now.
So what I think's gonna happen is they're
DLC?
I think it'll probably be free DLC where they'll add, I guess, in waves,
That's what I'm
like
saying.
however many throughout the like life cycle, I guess. Because their thing was, we want to make it, for the competitive base that does like all the battling and shit, whatever.
Right.
They want to make it fair because you have 900 Pokemon. It's like, well, fuck. Now I gotta remember 900 freaking all this bullshit.
Different things to fight, yeah.
But then you got the other side where people are like, well, that's a lot of, work for them because, they gotta, do all the new animation shit and all this bullshit. I'm just like, okay, whatever. I'll take it. I'll take it at face value for now, and I'll see how it plays out.
Right.
But I was kind of sick. I was like, damn, I'm kind of mad.
Yeah, let me tell you. I mean, honestly, I guess we could chalk Nintendo for that. I'm actually surprised they haven't done shit like this sooner, where since you have different generations of Pokemon, where you'll get whatever the new game is, you'll get that new generation, and then they'll make the other generations DLC and charge you for them. I'm not surprised they haven't done that yet. Well, I'm kind of surprised they haven't done that yet, but I mean, good shit on Nintendo for not whoring out their fan base. That's kind of cool.
Well,
They could have made a lot of money doing it though.
yeah, but we'll see. Then we got Animal Crossing. That's dope.
So it's a brand new Animal Crossing, or is it port?
Yes, brand new one.
I was never really a fan of that series.
I don't remember what the hell it's called, but
isn't it like
new animal.
Isn't it like The Sims but with animals?
Yes.
Okay.
That's exactly what it
Yeah,
is.
I've never played.
I guess.
So
You pay your bills and everything.
Yeah. It's fun. I enjoy it. But they got that. That has a release date for next year.
I actually have
like
a topic about that.
320 or something.
I already know where that's going.
What else for Nintendo?
Yeah,
New
Banjo
Smash
Boy.
stuff. Yeah. Young Banjo Tooie.
He's out of jail.
Oh, that shit's real.
Yeah, it's
I
actually
thought that
real.
was fake.
I did too.
It looks so Photoshop.
Yeah, that motherfucker is definitely real.
I guess I saw more about fucking Nintendo shit on my Twitter than I realized, because some of
Oh
that
yeah,
stuff I thought
and
was
then
fake.
Dragon Quest shit too.
There's like a
Both,
million of those fucking games.
yeah,
Man.
both Dragon Quest for Smash, and then an actual like new Dragon Quest game.
Can we take a second and talk about how Sakurai is smart as shit for doing a double announcement at E3 to cater to both the East and the West? Because the East, you know, I don't think they really were excited about the Banjo announcement, but the West was, you know, and vice versa.
So
That's crazy.
a character from Dragon Quest is in Smash, and then Banjo Kazooie is in Smash.
Yes, and it was announced both the same day, which was
Pretty sick.
I guess that's I don't know, man. Smash isn't designed to make me as a person happy, so they could literally put like Jesus Christ in Smash, and I don't think I'd be indifferent. Like I don't care, bro. Oh no, I mean I guess it's cool. Did they got release dates for the characters, or you just like announced that they're gonna be in the game?
Announce.
Oh, okay.
That's about where we are.
I mean, we can't be mad at them because at least they're giving content to their community. You know, you could always be like Street Fighter V and release Kage and not know shit for 6 months. Like, you know, this is what it
I
is.
mean, we're still waiting for Ono to announce anything new.
Anything, like period.
My man literally came on Twitter and was like, "Look, I know you you want new information, but you just have to wait."
My man just been smoking like the meanest blunt.
I
for,
mean,
like,
now that he's
6
not
fucking
like
months.
Street Fighter's like what do they call him, head information man anymore. They're kind of just like, all right, look, oh no, just fucking just put your Nakali braids back on.
Yeah.
Just go take a seat.
My man's is literally the representative now. They just have him dress up like some type of spook or something, and just have him, you know what I mean, say shit. Like it's kind of sad.
Oh my goodness.
They might actually have him off that Hideo Kojima stuff, dog. Like I don't know. How do we know that Ono's happy? This shit might be forced.
Oh no, you know he's not happy when he came out and did that announcement. I think it was for Kage, and you know he always does that stupid ass Shoryuken shit.
Yeah. He didn't
And
do it?
my man came out and was just like, Kage.
Yo.
just walked off the stage.
He might be encamped in some slavery type shit, dog. That's that Hideo
Jeez.
Kojima, bro. My man, he had to like low key
Young Shackles.
infiltrate Konami to get out that shit, dog. Like they had a contract around his soul, bro. That shit was nuts. That shit was nuts.
kind of
So
like Banjo.
I guess, but you know the sad part about like the DLC is like, I mean, I guess it's cool that they're in the game, but they're probably not going to be good.
Probably not.
Like of all the like of all the like
honestly,
added characters to Smash since it's been released, Smash Ultimate has been released, maybe one of the characters was good, and that was what, Joker? Is Joker
Yeah,
like
there's only
good?
two so far.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's the
But
better.
like, look all the rest of them. Piranha Plant's trash. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
We got low tier and then like moderately high tier.
yeah. Why is this a trend with DLC fighters? DLC fighters, they release like, all right, 8 to 9 fighters for these fighting games. They make us pay for them, and they're fucking garbage.
Let me tell you something about
It's a
4 though.
trend.
Just the trim of 4. Cloud, Bayonetta, Corrin, all them peeps. They were strong off the gate. Like
That's
out
what's
the
up. It should be pay to win. I'm paying.
Yes, they called them $5.99. Like every time somebody won with them, they said $5.99.
I fuck with it.
That's worth
what's up.
it.
That's
Yeah.
how it should be.
I'll spend money for that.
Right. People had to buy Kokonoe. That's awesome. We had to pay for that brokenness. Like that was
I mean,
great.
you could pay for Susanoo when he came out.
That was trend.
And he was fucking
made,
trash.
They made us pay for that shit. That's crazy. I did story mode. Like I didn't pay for that, dude.
I definitely did story mode. All 15 minutes of it.
I was not paying for that, yo. I said you have to unlock a special moves. I said, oh fuck no.
Yo, real talk. I think Sora's making it in at this
You
point.
talking about
Either Sora or Dante.
Dante.
Hold on. You
I
talking
can see one of
about the character from Okami?
Talking about Sora from Kingdom, boy.
Nah, Dante's Awakening.
They're putting a romance of the Three Kingdoms character in there.
A Secret of Mana character.
That's what's up. I actually fuck with that. That would be cool. But the thing is, it's like Generation Z has no fucking idea what Secret of Mana is.
Nah.
See,
They
joke's
like,
on
what
you.
is going on?
They're releasing the entire set in a bundle.
Yep.
the Secret
On
of
the
Mana?
Switch. Yeah.
That's what's up. I mean,
Yeah.
as long as they put that shit on PC, we're Gucci.
$40
Probably not.
for like 4
Well,
games or
Probably
whatever.
I'll just have to find the emulator.
Hey, it's already out.
We in there. We in there. You know
Yeah,
what
they
I
already
mean?
got a Switch emulator.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Just get a Switch, go.
I'm not buying that shit.
You should.
I'm too old to be playing on one of those. I mean, how am my ancient eyes gonna be able to see that? You know,
Ancient.
I gotta look at 3 big ass monitors to see what's going on my computer, man. I'm not gonna see that little tiny screen, bro. Shit's crazy. That's why I got a Note. Need a big ass slab.
Yeah, well, you know what they say, don't get a Note 10 now.
Uh-oh.
Every time Kyle loses Joe, he'd be like, return the slab.
Yeah, I'm about to. I'm about to just start using my tablet, bro.
My man said, well, shit. It's all right, fine. Yeah.
That's just nuts. Oh man. So those are like the highlights of the Nintendo conference. All right, let me ask you this: did they announce anything new? Anything like original, like or not
Astral
sequel,
Chain.
not sequel, original? Didn't that already get announced though?
Oh,
Yeah, they announced some like other shit, but it was stuff I didn't care about. So it's just
yeah,
whatever.
because I think the first trailer for Astral Chain came out in like February. It's like February, March. It's a while ago.
Yeah, but what about that Final Fantasy VII remake?
We're talking about Nintendo. Like that, we're gonna get to that. Like, don't get me started. We're definitely gonna get to that shit. So, any other highlights from E3 from you two?
Not
Outside of that,
overly. It was
man,
pretty. Keanu Reeves. That was cool.
definitely gonna talk about that. I got a
Please,
segment.
why
I
is
got
that
a
a
segment.
highlight?
I got a segment about it.
Are you joking? Why is that a highlight?
It was
Motherfucker-
cool.
Motherfucker came on the stage, bro.
I guess we're going into the segment. All right, so
Look at him.
honestly, it is a really sad day in gaming when a celebrity is getting more fanfare than actual like developed products.
That's why I'm wondering why it's a fucking highlight.
Is really sad. Like it's crazy that if you go on Twitter right now and you search like E3, the first things that are gonna come up is Keanu Reeves
That Asian chick.
and the Asian chick. Yeah, those are like the first two. You get those two, and then like the third might be like something else. Like
It's that fucking dog.
Probably Final Fantasy. Yeah, the dog comes up too. Probably Final Fantasy VII Remake is the third thing to come up. But the first two is Keanu Reeves and the Asian director.
I mean, she's a developer though.
Yeah, she's a developer. I mean, that's cool, but can we talk about the fucking game? I don't even know what game she makes. There's just like memes of her
Yes.
and like fan art. Why are we doing fan art of developers?
I wondered that, and it's pretty weird.
These are
I guess.
people. We're doing fan art of people.
What do you mean? Okay, why should they make fan art? Tell me, please.
That's
Nick.
kind of
Why they should?
honestly
Why
it's
they
kinda
should?
scary.
Why is it tolerated?
I'm
why
really
shouldn't that be
scared about that.
Why? Okay. Let me
If you walked
expound.
on,
why
if
is
you
it
walked
not
on stage
tolerated?
at fucking Evo, and then people just start drawing you because you did like the peace sign or something.
Motherfucker drew taquito.
Like what? One person? We got like we got like
a lot of people drew
We got
taquito.
like a legion of people drawing this female, bro. I honestly thought she was. I thought
understand.
she was a character, bro. I thought she was a character, and then nah, this is like an actual like person. Like there are probably people out there that want to marry this chick.
For
I mean,
nothing. She didn't do
never,
it.
Never met her.
No, literally, that's like every E3 smelling like goat cheese dude that be watching that shit. They'd be like, "Oh my god, a female, freaking skin," and they lose
I mean,
their
that's
mind.
it's kind of different with this though, because like you go to these shows and these conventions and these tournaments and stuff like that, and they got like the booth babes and shit, but I don't even see them. They don't even get the fan
Oh,
art. dog.
not
They're like,
anymore. They're
right?
not allowed to do that.
They're like the side hoes. You know what I mean?
No more booth babes. That
It's
was
just
outlawed.
crazy.
Outlaw.
Yeah, I'm
Nah,
not joking.
I
They literally were like, "You're not allowed to do this anymore."
Honestly, it's probably because of the whole fucking Dead or Alive shit that went down at Evo Japan.
That was
It
all.
was before. It was before that.
Well,
It's
Evo,
been
well,
like years. They're not.
well,
allowed
we're
to do
talking
that.
about for like E3. I'm talking about in general. Like I'm talking.
Oh,
about,
yeah,
like,
in general,
like,
yeah.
across all events. They're probably trying not to catch a lawsuit. Honestly,
I mean,
shit's crazy.
you see people sizing up Keanu Reeves. They're like, "Hey, nice guy," taking photos with chicks, hitting him with the hover hand.
Kinda got to, yo. I actually have a really funny Hoverland story. I could not talk about it on the podcast though. So I'm gonna save that for the after hours. If you
no.
guys subscribe to my premium Twitch channel, you guys can hear that conversation.
Premium Twitch channel.
Oh shit. Oh, that's crazy. I watched the Microsoft press conference and I went to bed at like the last like 40 minutes of the Square Enix press conference. I actually watched it by accident. I wasn't looking for it. It just happened to pop up and I seen that. Everything there's a guy in his driveway with a yoga mat and weights. And he's like, what in the fuck is he doing?
Is he doing stuff?
He's doing this squat thing. I don't know, man. All right,
I don't want to see it come crazy.
I put the camera out the window, but I don't know if it's gonna focus that far.
Just go out and look at it.
Nah, but the viewers won't know what he's doing. I don't know. He's doing some weird shit out there. All right, anyway, I'm not distracted anymore. Yeah. Literally, it was about what I expected from E3. From a disappointment standpoint, I wasn't too disappointed because I kind of had my bar set really low anyway. And honestly, I can say good job to E3. You guys did not reach underneath of my bar. So I'm actually proud of you guys for not digging that low. As far as looking forward to shit, nah. They didn't announce a single thing that I'm like, all right, I'm gonna spend the money on this. Like, day one buy is it's become a really hard thing to get me as a person to do. Like, now it's evolved into that. It wasn't like that at first, but with games now constituting $60, I'm not gonna continue to buy unfinished products and give you my money for them. I'm not doing that no more. But I guess it's cool for everybody else. A lot of people were hyped for Keanu. A lot of people were hyped for Final Fantasy VII Remake. A lot of people were hyped for the Avengers game. I guess
Who the
people
hell was hyped for that?
I saw a lot of people on Twitter going like raving for it. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all guys. I think it looks like shit.
Shit looks like doo-doo.
What game?
There's a game, the Avengers game. Like, Square Enix is working on an Avengers game.
Yo, Cap looks like ass.
It looks bad. It looks bad. For all y'all that are fans, the voice actors out there, I mean, I salute you guys, but the voice actors are bad. Like, I don't know.
Tony's is alright.
The shit. Oh, Nolan North.
Yeah, he's good.
But I don't know. The game looks like fail flaws. I don't know, but I guess people are excited about it. Like, that's the part. Like, that came on, and I went to bed. Like, through that part of the conference, I was like, all right, we're good on that. But I don't know, man. That's another title that's being released next year. 90% to 95% of the stuff they showed us is being released next year, which is a thing. But I mean, it doesn't really affect me because it's not like I was looking forward to those games anyway. But it's funny how we have a trend of getting remakes, remasters, sequels, and we're not getting them. We're getting them later rather than sooner, and they look like garbage now, when this is like probably the alpha build. I cannot say that there was a single trailer for a game I saw at E3 this year that looked phenomenal. Like, graphically, it looks like fucking PS2 shit. It looked bad. A lot of trailers looked really bad. I don't know if it was just me. Maybe it was my connection or whatever. Maybe you guys saw something different. I didn't see the Nintendo press conference, so maybe that shit looked good. But from like a PC standpoint, from an Xbox standpoint, we can't say PlayStation. They didn't show up. But the games look terrible. They look fucking bad.
They're
like
making a new Contra right now.
But what I think might be going on is they're downscaling their game quality as far as like graphical power, so that when the next generation releases, we're gonna be getting the same graphics, but we'll think they look better because we've been trained to look for shit. If that makes sense. So they're gonna be selling us the same console twice. That's some deep Inception shit for you there. I don't know if you know what I mean, you guys are feeling the same way about that, but when I saw trailer after trailer after trailer and the graphics look like fucking cheeks, I was like, they've got to be like trying to train us to like think this is the norm. People out there think it's the norm. what's that game? Ubisoft, the Watch Dogs joint, Watch Dogs
Watch
Legion.
Dogs Legion.
That shit looks terrible. Like
I
graphically,
mean-
it looked like trash.
Those games have looked bad since they came out. Okay, actually, first the first game looked really good.
Yeah, the first game was alright. It didn't look as good as it was promised to be. If you watched the announcement trailer for Watch Dogs, it looked ridiculous. But then the actual game came out, and we got
What's funny about that is for the PC version, you can
You could
turn
get
all
it.
that.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can
yeah, I
you can
know.
turn all that stuff back, on.
Mm-hmm.
But they turned it off for the release.
Right.
But when the game came out, like if you turned that shit on, yo, your
Fire
PC
computer.
literally caught on
Yeah,
fire.
it'll blow up.
They're like, hey, I see y'all running like 960s out here. That's cool. Oh, you SI light it? Neat. You're going to need like 6 960s to turn this shit on. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, what are you guys using to make this shit?
Yeah. It's. I think they're trying to like fool us, bro. Cause I think the first thing they showed on the Microsoft press conference was that new Star Wars game or whatever. That shit. I thought it was gonna be one of the joints where it's like the motion control games, and those generally tend to look like worse than the other games. But it's an actual like game, so this is the market. I was like, all right. So I thought it was just like a fluke. It's like the one thing. I was like, all right, cool. Then they started showing the like cyberpunk junk, and that junk kind of looked like shit. Like it definitely didn't look as good as it did when they first showed that game. And I was like, oh, okay, maybe they're learning their lesson from Anthem, and they're trying to scale back these games early because they don't want people to get their hopes up. Then we got to see Watch Dogs Legion, and it's like as we went on, I was like, okay, this shit's a trend. Games are just looking fucking terrible now. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I can definitely say Spider-Man didn't look bad. I can say Horizon doesn't look bad. What other game has come out? Like shit. Like I said, there's some titles that came out at launch for PS4 that don't look as bad as some of the shit they showed us. Like Gears looked terrible, and it wasn't even fucking gameplay. It was a cinematic trailer. I don't know. I don't know, man.
Yeah. R.I.P. Games are trash now.
Shit's a conspiracy. It doesn't make sense that PC games look butt. Like they should always look superior. I mean, Forza looked alright, but Forza always looks good.
I mean, yeah, you're fucking driving a car.
They put fucking Legos in it.
I mean, I got the season pass, so I'm about to be driving some motherfucking Lego people. That shit's about to be awesome.
Oh my god.
That was probably the best season pass purchase I've ever bought.
Dog, I did like the hardest fucking noggin rub when the fucking Lego shit started going on. I'm just like, what is going on with games?
Like, shouts to Horizon.
What is going on with video games, bro?
I'm not even mad. That shit's awesome.
I mean, I guess it's not terrible.
I mean, at least they didn't put it in a, like Forza like 8 or whatever it is on now. At least they put it in like the sandbox one.
Right.
My man said we may actually just made a whole new Lego racing game. It's all Legos. I'm like, Jesus.
I mean, that would have been cool.
No,
No.
that's not allowed.
Okay.
We got one of those on the PS2, and that was about as far as we get.
I mean, everybody else is a kart racing game. You got Crash Team Racing coming out. What I think this month. What's it called? They had the little Sonic shit. And there's Mario Kart. Like everybody's got a kart racer. Why can't the Lego dudes have it? I don't know, man. Like
The only thing I know about the Sonic joint is Tails says "yikes," and that's it.
he says yikers.
He's just like, "Yikes!"
You gonna ban him too?
Yeah, they're gonna ban him. Yeah. Oh
man's-
shit! Y'all want to talk about Dr. Disrespect?
He did.
He got banned because
For?
he was at E3 streaming.
Bathroom
and he started
stream.
streaming in the bathroom.
How's that a ban?
Because you're not supposed to do that.
Yo, you can't do that. That's like me recording a vlog in the bathroom. Like what?
This is like if I walked in the bathroom and just said, "Hey guys, I'm about to start recording. Don't mind me."
It probably falls under invasion of privacy. That's probably what it falls underneath of. Like, I saw the clip and it's kind of dumb, but I kind of support the ban too because I'm pretty sure there are people in the bathroom that are like, "Yo, dude, what the fuck are you doing?"
Yeah, they're like, "Oh my god, Dr. Disrespect. Yeah, I'm glad you're recording in the bathroom, but did you cheat on your wife?"
Right. Yeah, he got banned. Hold that.
It's like that it's like that picture somebody posted. It's Dr. Disrespect like peering over the peering over the stall.
That's all. Yeah, I mean that's
And
generally what happened.
that joint says when you're trying to take a shit and someone says, "Who here wants to cheat on their wife?"
Yeah. That shit happens, man. It's crazy.
Oh my goodness.
That shit's nuts. But yeah, he got banned. So RIP to Big Homie, but I
He'll
don't
be
know.
back.
I don't know if that was more so because he wasn't holding the camera that was streaming. Like I guess he has like a crew or something that he works with, but that was just a dumb decision. Yeah, he'll definitely be back. But,
I mean, my man's literally posted on his Twitter. He said, "My first live stream, or my first IRL stream."
they rip and get banned. I guess there's one way to learn, supposedly. But yeah, that was pretty much it. Microsoft released the details on their console of the future, so their next generation console. So they talked about a couple of the like specs and benchmarks, and we got a release date, quote unquote. So holiday 2020, which is looking like it's probably going to be the standard for the next console race. So I expect PS5 or whatever the fuck they're going to call that system when it comes out to be released around the same time frame. Honestly, I believe that's why Sony skipped E3 this year, because they're gathering their resources and focusing on the future. So that's honestly why I think they didn't have a press conference this year, because there wasn't much to show. They would have literally did the same thing they did last year, and instead of being lame-os and showing us games we've already fucking seen before all over again like a lot of these other companies did, they were like, we're just going to skip out on that. We're not going to bog our people down. And this isn't even me being a Sony fanboy. I feel like from a marketing perspective, that's kind of smart. Why waste the money to showcase shit that people are already excited about and know about when you can just post it online? Nintendo is kind of smart for that too, because they did the Nintendo Direct. They didn't have an actual panel. So I'm pretty sure they didn't spend any money, if anything, on that. So they went the smart route too. But hopefully Project Scorpio or whatever the fuck they're Scarlet, whatever Xbox calling it, hopefully it sells well for them, because I know Microsoft spent a fuck ton of money on their conference. They always do. And I mean, I guess the way they look at it is, I mean, at the end of the day, we got PC, so fuck it, spend the money, I guess. But I don't know. Is anybody here excited for Scarlet?
Hell no. They've deceived me too many times.
I
need to see it.
I'd have thought you'd have been the main person excited for
No,
Scarlet.
honestly, because
You don't want to buy a console to play Halo though?
No, not off the break at least.
I think you do.
I think he does too.
I'm good on that.
So are we gonna take some wagers, where if he spends money to play Halo on the console,
How much we talking?
I guess a dub. I would be in favor though. I wouldn't I wouldn't bet against it.
Yeah. AJ will take that bet.
I'm gonna just come home. My man's gonna be knee deep in some fucking Master Chief.
He said,
I'm
"Huh?"
like, some Master Chief Doritos and Game Fuel. I'm like, what is going on?
That's the only thing I'm excited for next year. That fucking game.
He said R.I.P. my 13-year-old can of Game Fuel.
Yeah, they're not even gonna fucking drop that shit.
They better drop it.
It's gonna come out. Halo Infinite's gonna come out, and they're gonna have Master Chief on a fucking Sprite can, bro. You be triggered.
You know, it's just gonna be some Dr. Pepper.
I like Dr. Pepper.
But it's gonna be the that one we found.
Oh no, I'm not drinking the red Dr. Pepper red. I'm not drinking that. No.
Whatever that red shit was.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Like, why do we have variants of Dr. Pepper? There's already 31 fucking things in it. Like, why we need 32? Like, come on, man. Shit's crazy.
A lot of fucking flavors.
Such a weird number, 32, bro.
Yeah, that's just OD, man. It's like Baskin Robbins, but way more flavors, yo. Yeah, so I guess we can say consciously that nobody's fucking excited for Scarlet. Honestly, I think it's a disappointment because a lot of the shit that they're putting in this console should have been in the last generation console. We should have who should have already had, if not already in there, had the option for SSDs. I mean, now we do, but you know what I mean. That should have already been a thing. Being focused on load heavy, that should have been a thing. It's like, I don't know. It's like people are thinking, but they're not thinking when they're designing these this hardware. But now it's like, okay, now we gotta be conscious because PC's kicking our asses. I don't know. Considering 80% of the stuff that comes out you can play on PC, it's a dangerous time to be a console developer because unless it's an exclusive title, you really don't have a reason for people to spend the money on a console. When they know that their shit's going to be underpowered and underwhelming and you have to spend money to buy a newer console as shit goes on anyway. So it's like, I don't know, man. It's a rat race. That shit's rough. It's really rough. Was I disappointed by Scarlet? No, because I didn't care. Was I surprised by it? No, because I figured they were going to, if not unveil, talk about a new console because it's about that time. People forget how long ago PS4 came out. Like, a lot of people think that it's still a newer system. It's been out for almost 7 years. Like, it's about that time.
Sadly.
It's about that time. But I guess we could segue into a topic that me and EJ were talking about over the course of the weekend and such. But anytime new consoles come out, these developers tend to market and coin these consoles with their AAA title to sell units. So when the Xbox came out, so 360 first came out, they had Call of Duty 2. You know, the only other place you could play Call of Duty 2 was PC. So it's PC, Xbox 360. So a lot of people bought Xbox 360 to play Call of Duty 2. When PS4 released, well, PS3 released, they had a couple of exclusive titles such as like Heavenly Sword and such. But when PS4 released, they had it released with Killzone and Infamous Second Son. So these are titles that were already established. Every time Nintendo releases a new console, there's a new fucking Zelda game. Like, I don't think I can't even really date back to when a Nintendo console released and on launch they had a Mario title. Outside of maybe Sunshine. Did Sunshine come out as a release with the GameCube, or was that a little bit after?
I think it was a little bit after.
Okay, but I know that the GameCube released with Smash. Like, Smash Melee was a launch title, which is nuts. It's nuts that a launch title is still getting fucking played to this day for that console. But AAA title. When the Wii came out, you had what's that shit called? The joint with the wolf.
Twilight Princess.
Was that? Yep, yeah, Twilight Princess. And then when the Switch came out, yeah, Breath of the Wild. And it's like, okay, so what is everybody's stance on these developers using their AAA titles to forward consoles, knowing damn well us as people, we should be smarter by now that when we purchase this console and we play this game and we beat it in 3 hours, we literally have a humongous paperweight for the next 6 to 7 months
Until something else drops.
So how do you guys feel about that?
Honestly, drop titles or like launch titles, it is a gimmick. But it sells consoles. Like the whole Scarlet thing dropping with Halo, that was a big one, huge one. I think they know their systems are not really lackluster because they're very powerful, but at the end of the day, they have to sell these systems to keep their money, right? So what they're doing is they're banking on Halo selling Scarlet at the period. So that's my thing. They're a gimmick to sell, absolutely, but I don't know if it's necessarily a bad thing or good thing. I don't know.
Release titles are trash.
They usually are.
I want like 50 games for the console comes out. That way I get a good choice. I don't want 5 titles and then I gotta wait like
a year.
Yeah, for something to actually come out that I want.
No, I feel you on that. Because that's always, like, I would think that the consoles, like, the developers for console games would have realized that by now. And it was, like, asserted a way to fix that problem. because it's happened like the last 3 huge generation of console launches. We'll get 2 or 3 games, and then we get nothing for like 4 to 5 months, almost half a year. And I don't know. Honestly, if I were to like give a guess about, so Halo Infinite is going to be a launch title for Scarlet. Microsoft is probably going to have a projected amount of consoles that they think they're going to sell that holiday season. So they have their estimate of what they think. Do you guys feel like they're going to meet that benchmark selling Halo with that fucking console? Because me personally, I think they're going to miss their mark. Like huge. Like, going to miss their mark.
The generation that like actively was like, yo, I'm about to get some motherfucking Halo. I think they moved on.
I was saying the same shit to EJ. Like Halo, it's a big game, I guess, but I feel like for that franchise, the moment that Bungie departed from Microsoft is kind of when that community kind of took a dip. You know, not to say that Halo 4 and did they do? Yeah, and 5. They did 5 too. Jesus. Not to say that Halo 4 and 5 were bad games, but it's just not what it was. I feel like that ship has sailed already. And banking on Halo Infinite selling their console, I feel like for Microsoft, as smart as it sounds, I feel like it's really a risky move. Like, especially if they're going to release it on PC. If it comes out simultaneous, like it's going to be on PC and Scarlet, that is a
They're
bad
not
move.
dropping it simultaneously.
That is a
craziest
bad
thing
fucking move.
ever.
I mean, it all depends. It all depends, man. Like, I don't know.
The reason I say it's going to sell, one is holiday season, right? So I already know the system's going to sell really well. PS4 and the one came out around the same time, and they both did well that holiday season. I'm pretty sure the one did worse, but at the time they did pretty well.
As far as selling, that's not like the question I pose. It's not about like them selling well. It's about like their projection, though. Do you feel
projection?
Do you feel like it's gonna meet what Microsoft expects to sell that holiday season?
I want to know what they're trying to get. To be honest,
way more than they're expecting.
If you figure from their mathematical standpoint, I'm pretty sure they're expecting to release or to sell at least a couple million consoles that holiday season. I don't think it's possible. Not in this day and age. Like, I feel like Sony would have a hard time doing that shit.
For the newer consoles, or the new gen consoles like Xbox and PS4, I don't know. Have they ever hit those numbers like off the break?
Well, some. If you remember last generation, so Xbox 360 on launch sold really well. PS3, for as lackluster as it was at launch, was actually sold really well too. Not as great as 360, but I feel like as the generations change and all that, and we realize that a lot of these consoles are doing the same fucking things, they don't really have a killer app to make people want to upgrade anyway. So it's like, it'll be the hot thing for that holiday period, but it's like, what's stopping a parent, right? That's like, okay, I want to give my kid something for the holidays. What's stopping them from buying the brand new iPad over, Xbox Scarlet? Because a lot of people are content just getting, like iPads and shit. Like, those are hot sellers for like holiday stuff. I don't really see what advantages a new Xbox console has, especially if they already own one, for a family to purchase them for that holiday. Like, I really don't see it. Especially because a majority of kids now, like, look at the way games are. Like, majority of them playing fucking Fortnite and shit on computer anyway.
Just Fortnite.
Like, console gaming is like, I don't want to say it's dead, but it's not in a good state right now.
I mean, if you look at how the PS3 and 360 sold, PS3 sold pretty much through its entire life cycle 87.4 million.
Okay.
360 sold 84 million. But then you look at like PS4 and the one, PS4 sold 96.8 million consoles.
Okay.
According to a 2013, or no, sorry, it says released. My bad. And then the one sold 41 million, but then it says estimate. So that means Microsoft is not releasing how many they sold. So that means it sold like shit.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Son, look at the difference in that, though, y'all. 50 million consoles. Like, Jesus.
Like, they're not. I feel like Microsoft isn't looking at like the big picture,
Yeah.
and the fact that Sony has so many exclusive titles
That's what
now
does it for
that
me.
people actually want to play. Like, motherfuckers don't want to play no Halo.
Mhm.
Like, I'm not gonna go buy a $500 Scarlet and be like, nice,
To play
freaking
Halo.
Master Chief.
Yeah, because that's my thing, right? It's like we have that, and then this year they're releasing. Why does Gears 5 exist? Why are there 5 of these games?
Wasn't I asking you when 4 came out?
You definitely asked me when 4 came out, and I was like, yeah, like 2 years ago.
No idea.
The shit,
Shouts to Gears.
it literally released and was done with. Like over everybody's head, bro.
Was it about his daughter or something?
I never played it.
Okay.
By that time, I sold my one. I didn't have a one anymore. Like I didn't have an
Terrible.
Xbox anymore. I'd already sold it. Like I literally sold my Xbox, and then like 4 months later, they released Gears. And I was like, oh
Yeah.
fuck.
So you trying to play Gears?
I can't. I'd have to buy another console. I'm not. I refuse to buy a console for a singular game. I'm not that guy anymore.
So before I forget, so we were talking about the games that released for the GameCube when it came out.
Yep.
So the
I know
GameCube
Luigi's
came
Mansion was
out
one of them.
on November 18th, 2001 for America, which, I mean, that's what we're going to look at. So the release titles for the GameCube was Luigi's Mansion,
Yep.
Super Monkey Ball, Wave Race Blue Storm, and that was it.
I mean, you got Luigi's Mansion. There you go.
Yeah, I mean, it was great. I mean, it obviously carried me through a month, right around a month, until I had to wait for, what was the next title? Pikmin.
Oh yeah, I remember
Smash
Pikmin, yeah.
Brethren.
Wait, what the fuck?
Yeah, when did Smash come out? I know Smash. It was near launch. It was close.
It was
Oh, I
definitely.
gotta scroll down. Hold on.
It came out November, I think.
It came out. God damn it! There's so many unreleased titles in this. Oh, I lied. My bad. I was looking at the wrong side. There's actually more. I sorted the list wrong. Okay, so it was Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3, Star Wars Rogue Squadron 2, Rogue Leader, which
I
is
remember that
actually
game.
that game was good. I liked
Yeah, I
it.
remember that.
NHL Hits 2002, Madden 2002,
Damn.
Disney's Tarzan Untamed, Dave Mirra Freestyle BMX. That game was trash. Crazy Taxi,
Good
Batman Vengeance,
That game was trash.
All Star Baseball 2002, Wave Race Blue Storm, Super Monkey Ball, Luigi's Mansion. Yeah, that was it. Those were the release titles.
That's actually a lot of games. Most
Yeah, it's
consoles
like-
don't release with that many games.
I think it's 10. I think that's 10 titles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, like 10 titles.
Because like when the Xbox 360 came out, I think they had like 5. Outside of sports titles, I don't count that.
Perfect Dark.
I don't think
Three-
was Perfect Dark a launch title.
360
I don't
or
think Perfect Dark
regular
was a
I think
launch
it came out
title.
with Perfect Dark.
I don't think it was a launch title though. I think it came out like a month after launch. Like it was soon, but I don't think it was a launch title. I remember Call of Duty 2 was definitely a launch title. I remember that. That sold the console for me. Was Call of Duty 2. And then of course there was like, you know, Madden and all that. It's like Madden and then there was like another game. It was like an action adventure game. I forget. I keep wanting to say Knack, but that was PS4. That game was fucking terrible.
And that was garbage, and they made a second one too.
They definitely made a second one.
So the original Xbox came out on November 15th, 2001. Oh my god, this list is kind of thick. Still scrolling. Here we go. Okay, so November, damn, actually a good chunk of games. So release titles were
I think Fusion
fine.
Frenzy was definitely one of them.
Yeah, it was. That game was actually good. I love that game.
Jet Set.
Jet Set, Trans World Surf, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2X, Test Drive, Off Road Wide Open, Shrek, Project Gotham Racing, Oddworld, Munch's Odyssey, some NHL bullshit, some NASCAR stuff, a Madden game, Mad Dash Racing, Halo Combat Evolved.
Yep, it was a launch title.
Fusion Frenzy, Dead or Alive, 3, Dark Summit, Cell Damage, Arctic Thunder. Jet Set Radio was not a
Not a
release
launch
title.
Mm.
It came out in February.
Aha.
But I think nobody played freaking PGR.
I played it. That was a good game.
It was something.
Like at the time, for like what it was good.
Yeah.
I mean, and then Forza, like when it released, it wasn't a launch title, but when Forza came out, it was like, damn, this is pretty amazing. You know, it was
it didn't. I'm sorry, it didn't ship with PGR. It came out with Sega GT 2002.
Okay.
Because it was in that weird bundle disc.
Right. Yeah. Some people forget about fucking PGR, dog. Shit don't exist no more.
I just kind of forgot it was a thing.
Forza kind of phased it out though.
I mean,
they
just kind of took it and did it better.
Forza was literally the Microsoft equivalent to Gran Turismo. Like, it's literally that.
Damn, man.
Yeah, but you can see the difference though. Like last gen, or not shit, last gen. Like, you know, back then, like we got way more content than what we're getting now. But having a console, so they're gonna release this new console, right? Baking on it to sell because of Halo, but you'll have other shit to play. You'll have Madden, whatever the fuck they're on now. You'll have NHL, whatever the hell they're on now, and all that, and the new COD will be out. You'll have COD and all that, but like, you know, relying on third-party developer games to sell your console is not a smart thing to do, because we can play them on other shit. You know what I mean? It's like, why am I gonna upgrade to play COD when I could probably play that same COD on last gen? It's just not smart, you know. They're like, but you got the graphical power and you have less loading screens. Yes, but I also save $500 fucking dollars, and I don't mind waiting an extra 30 seconds for saving $500. You know, but they're gonna be like, but that time adds up. And time is money. Well, not for everybody.
It's gonna be like DLC drops on this first.
Yeah, well, they definitely did that for what game? There was a game, and they're like, all right, for PlayStation. Oh, it was the fucking Avengers game. God damn it. Oh, it's so bad. One thing they took shots at everybody else though, for the Avengers game. They're doing all their DLC is free, so their season pass is free. So they're gonna be adding maps and characters and story and all that shit. And they were like, they're not doing loot boxes. They're not doing the loot box craze thing, so that's good. So I respect the direction they're going in. Just make your game good, man. That's all I ask. You know, just make the game good. And
PS4 had 15
launch titles.
Yeah.
I know. I'm trying to remember. Fucking Killzone was one of them. Knack was one of them. I know, obviously, I think Ghost, Call of Duty Ghost.
Yeah, it was Angry Birds, Star Wars.
Yikes.
I do not remember that game at all.
I remember.
Battlefield 4, Ghosts, Contrast, FIFA 14, Flower, Forced, Just Dance 2014.
Oh, fucking Resogun.
Killzone, Shadowfall, Knack, Lego Marvel Superheroes. And that was that. Yeah. And then literally like 6, 7, 8, 4 days later, Assassin's Creed Black Flag came out for it.
Yeah. Because Resogun was that shit. That was a good ass game. Oh, Resogun. But yeah, you see that list is a lot smaller than like, you know, those.
Oh yeah, I forgot to say Injustice.
We don't talk about that.
It's a good game, man.
It's something. It was something. It was something, yeah. Oh shit. But yeah, so if per se Breath of the Wild 2 was releasing on the the I don't even know what the fuck they would call it. They would call it the hyper switch or something. I don't know what Nintendo would brand it. The next version of the Switch that we know is coming out. There's definitely going to be a rebrand or an upgrade in hardware for it, because I mean the shit's missing a fucking Ethernet port. Like, it's missing that. So they're gonna do it. They're gonna do their pro version of the Switch that's now. If they don't really change much between the regular Switch and their pro version of the Switch, is Breath of the Wild 2 enough to make you guys want to upgrade and get another one?
No. There's really no, I mean, I don't see a reason. I mean, there's been leaks where they say that the new Switch is gonna like do all this crazy stuff. It's gonna be more powerful and blah 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 blah. The normal leak stuff. Yeah. But I don't know. They'd have to hit me with like some real like hard hitting. This will make your Nintendo Switch stuff, much better to play on. Then I think about it, but the game itself would not make me want to get a new console.
Yeah, nah, I feel you on that, bro. See, the reason why I bring all this up is because I've been counting on my hand, dog. It's been 3 years. It's been 3 years since they announced The Last of Us Part 2. They're probably gonna make me have to buy a fucking PS5 to play that shit. Because we don't even have a release date. I know that's what they're gonna do. Like,
you're never gonna get it.
It's gonna be 2020, man. It's gonna be 2020 when that shit releases. It's gonna be on PS fucking 5. It's gonna be a launch title.
It's gonna be like freaking Final Fantasy. They were like, oh, we're gonna push it back to March, and then March is gonna come, and they're gonna be like, hey, it's one day before it's supposed to come out, but damn us, 2 year more. Like, oh, all right. So I guess I'm never playing it.
I guess we can segue into that though. How do you guys feel about the Final Fantasy VII remake?
I don't really care. I fucking hate Final Fantasy VII.
I don't really care though. It looks amazing though, like visually.
Don't Square games always look amazing visually?
Yeah,
that's their problem. I feel
trying too hard on that.
They put too much effort and time into the visuals and appeasing audiences. Then they're like now it's like out. Before it was a thing, right? So Final Fantasy as a series has always been a benchmark for like graphical prowess. Like that was always their thing. You know what I mean? At the time that their games released, they were like top notch when it came to visuals. But back in the day, we got a little bit more than just that. We got an amazing story. We got depth in the game. Like we got the whole package from a Final Fantasy title. But as the years have gone on, it's been more about driving that graphical prowess, but then the content in the game is garbage. Like, you know what I mean? Less story, less actual like character development, so on and so forth. Like the games are just lackluster. Look at it, I'm a fan of 13, but I cannot deny the fact that that game was empty. There was shit missing. And then going from that to 15, that shit was a fucking train wreck. That game is terrible. Like, I guess it's fixed now, but it took 3 more years of a game that was sold to us at full price. You have to buy add-ons to make it the full game. Like, that's unacceptable. And then it's like textures and loading and like frame rate issues. All those were issues because it was designed too high of a bar for what it should have been. Like, it's just too much. So granted, Final Fantasy VII Remake looks phenomenal for what it is, but it's like, no matter how they did it, it was going to look better than what it was because it's coming from Final Fantasy VII. It's not going to look as bad as the original did. So, they could have honestly designed that shit around the Final Fantasy 13 engine and it would look great, But everybody, and I see it all over social media and stuff, people are getting so hung up on these visuals that we're not really paying attention to what is actually going on in the gameplay. Now, I've seen people riveting the combat system because apparently it's being designed by the same guy that did the combat system in Kingdom Hearts 2. Which I'm not that big a fan of. I guess it's good for the people that enjoy that game. I feel like it's kind of a mistake considering that Final Fantasy VII was turn-based and it's looking like it's going to be an active system.
Oh, it is. They already announced that.
Yeah. So I don't know. I guess that's something to be hype of. We've already had that conversation, me and Nick, where I'm like, it's not a remaster, it's a remake. So technically, they're not straying from what they said. But at the same time, I feel like it's kind of a disappointment.
That makes sense.
And then you see everybody bitching about Tifa.
Who?
Everybody's bitching about Tifa.
Oh yeah. The same
They're
reason
like-
they were bitching about Jade.
They're like, she's not thick. I'm like,
Yeah.
boy, like, do you realize what the sprites were? How they were?
The last
constructed back then?
time you
Yeah,
saw her, she was a fucking polygon.
right? You know what I mean? I guess people are basing it off of how she looked in like Advent Children and stuff, but that's like in the future. I don't know.
And she was a mom.
I'm not justifying.
She was mom thick.
Yeah, I'm not justifying what Square does with their characters and how they want to remake them or whatever the fuck. But I don't know. I don't care about it. I'm not excited about it. Honestly, I feel like the entirety of what they're doing is a double-edged sword. It's great because it's fan service, but at the same time, it's bad because they're whoring their fans out, and they don't realize that. You know, I feel like in this day and age, when it comes to not only just gaming but entertainment in general, a lot of us get blinded by nostalgia, and these companies are taking advantage of it. They're taking full advantage of it. How many fucking remasters and remakes and reboots are we gonna get, dog? Till we get some fucking original content out here.
That's too much work.
It is. I guess, you know, because God knows when we'll get a Final Fantasy 16, that shit's never gonna fucking happen. And if it does, it's gonna be some garbage. You know, it is what it is. I remember Square, when it came to like what's it called? Their role playing games and all that stuff. There was a period of time when they released like 5 or 6 brand new like IPs at the same time. Infinite Undiscovery, Last Remnant, all those shits dropped like literally within the same month, and it was a bunch of different brand new RPGs. But now it's like we're literally living on the legacies. It's like, let's just release another Final Fantasy. Fuck it.
Yeah, because they used up all their ideas.
It's let's just release another Kingdom Hearts.
Why don't we just release another Lost Planet?
I really don't want to see that. Capcom, don't do that.
Shits were great.
That would be a mistake. But
I can see a remake coming soon.
yeah,
Ultra HD 4K.
I don't know. But the amount of people I see throwing their money on social media for this remake as it is now, I'm overly disappointed.
I mean, did you see how much the collector's edition cost?
No, enlighten me.
$370.
What the fuck comes in it? A reactor? You get a Mako reactor in that shit? Like,
It's like legitimately the game, a steel book,
A flashlight.
art. I mean, hey, you know what? For $370, I might pay
that
that.
actually might be worth it.
It's like that, and then you get this like crazy fucking like figure of Cloud riding a bike.
Yikes.
Like, hold on, let me see if I can find it. FF7 remake collectors edition. Yeah,
I'm mad they're selling people on collectors now. The game comes out next year. Are we going to acknowledge the fact that DMC5 advertised for a collector's edition that never fucking came out? Do we want to bring that up? Because I didn't say anything about it. That shit never happened, though. You know, if you got the DMC5 collector's edition, hit me up. Because I definitely didn't get that shit.
Said I want to scoop it.
No, I actually don't want it.
Oh.
Like, but I was just like, I don't know. These developers say that they're going to do shit and they don't. I know Square will probably come through with it, but for $300, I don't know if that figure better look immaculate for $300 fucking dollars, bro. But do you get? Because I think they're separating the game into 2 parts.
There you go. I posted in the Discord.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I see it.
$330. My bad. Still pretty close though.
You get a mini soundtrack. The bike looks cool. The figure kind of looks like garbage. I guess it's more because he's a posable figure. His arms move.
Yeah, you got them bendies.
I don't.
You got them bendies.
I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Do y'all feel like this is worth $330?
No.
Okay.
That bike better fucking start and take gasoline. Like,
This is preying on nostalgia,
I honestly
man.
like. I want to be able to like dump some gas in it and hit that button, and that joint's just be like, fucking
gonna
sitting on my
sell-
desk. Yeah,
They're-
fucking start doing burnouts and shit. Fuck $330.
Son, they're gonna sell mad fucking collector's editions though. Mad people are gonna buy this shit because it's
I
Final
honestly,
Fantasy VII.
I don't even want to look and see, but I have a very high feeling they might be sold out already.
Why?
Because you got these freaking
This is
Final Fantasy
Hardcore
7
nerds,
cups
man. Like,
coming out of nowhere, and they're like, "Oh my god, I love Cloud, and I love Tifa
look, I'm gonna keep it frank with y'all, bro.
and
Like,
Barrett."
I'm a mark. I'm a mark when it comes to Final Fantasy 13. But if they release this same exact shit with like lightning riding on Odin and it looked like this, I would not purchase that.
You would, don't lie.
Nah, I'd rather just buy it. Like, if I wanted a figure, I'd just buy an original. Like, I'd buy an actual figure. It's worth the money. Whereas, like, I'm spending the same amount of money on, you know what I mean, some garbage. I guess this is the add-on, but you're technically spending $300 for the game, and you're just getting some junk. Like, they're like, okay, here you go. Like, here's
Some junk in a figure.
right. This is the equivalent to buying your favorite cereal and then getting a prize in it. It's like you're gonna buy the cereal anyway, but it's like, oh, here's a toy. You know what I mean?
I mean, let me get that decoder ring.
It's just crazy, man. You're gonna decode this fucking Cloud figure, and on the back it's gonna say these nuts, like freaking Square, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. Preying on people's fucking nostalgia, bro. Because you know when Halo Infinite releases, they're gonna have a fucking crazy ass edition. You want to talk about how many leftover Halo 3 Legendary editions there are? How many Halo 3 or Halo Infinite or what's it called? Reach. Halo Reach with the fucking figurines and shit.
I just want to let
Them
y'all
joints,
know
they were selling those motherfuckers at FYE for like $5. You can get the game.
You can actually get one for $250.
That's what I'm saying.
eBay.
They're still there. They're still like, they can't get rid of this shit, man. Like, oh,
I just want the helmet.
Yeah.
shit. Where my cam at, bro? Look, there you go. there you go. I got one.
Where's the Call of Duty night vision joint?
Night vision. That is in the
downstairs.
living room. That is downstairs. In the living room.
I want to come over. I want to put them joints on.
They still work. They definitely
get the
still
battery.
work. They
We're
definitely still work.
we're about to turn the lights off. I'm
Yeah.
about to fucking scuba Steve this bitch.
Them just fucking work. They're dope. Fuck with them. That was one of the greatest collector's editions ever, man. Shout outs to Infinity War in their prime. You know? But this, no, I can't get behind some shit like this, man. Like, I can't. And you know what, the part that makes me sad is that, like, every developer's doing this now. So when Last of Us 2 drops, they're gonna do this same shit and they're gonna get me. Like, it just doesn't end. It just doesn't fucking end. But $330 is steep, bro. I think when they did the collector's edition for Stormblood and it came with the Xenos figure, I don't even think that was $300. It was like, what, $200? And you got a lot of shit in that.
I did get one.
Yeah, that figure was dope though. Like, that was
It was hot.
figure,
I still have it.
That-
It's pretty fire.
that figure
how much
shits
did
on
it
this
even
figure.
cost?
I think it was like 200. It was like 250 max. 250 max.
It might have been like 215 or something.
It was
I
not
don't
as
know.
much as this, and you got exclusive content in that. Like, you know what I mean? You got exclusive mounts. You got a map. Like, there was a lot of shit that came in that box.
On their website, because they're pretty adamant about not dropping the price
Right.
on the collector's editions. It says 200.
Yeah, that's
I'm gonna be real with you. The box that it comes in, Omega Fire.
what I'm saying. Like, look at this
Yeah,
garbage.
the box.
Son,
The box itself is honestly probably worth like $30 to me.
this collector's is really pissing me off. I'm gonna have to get this off my screen, bro. This is making me mad. It's, oh my god. Dude.
Real talk, they actually just put Cloud like front and center on the bike because that's him riding into your wallet.
Yeah. Son, they could
My man bust that goddamn Buster sword out. He said, "Sweet, so give me the cash."
They could have had this dude riding on a can of Arizona smoking a blunt, and I wouldn't have spent $330 for that shit. Like, come on, man.
I'd probably spend 300.
Yeah, I respect that. but
not 330. That's too much.
That's too much. Asking way too much of us. I'm sorry, Square. SOD. Oh my god, dude. I'm be so glad when this shit comes out and it's gone.
Apparently, they're patching Kingdom Hearts.
So it's getting more content.
Yes,
This is free.
I highly doubt it.
Maybe.
Yikes. Well,
It's
I heard
Square.
that they're doing another 3 games.
What?
No, for real. I heard the story's not done. Like after Kingdom
No,
Hearts 3, it's not done.
honestly, I am. If you like ever read like the whole thing, the shit doesn't make sense. They're just
Yeah.
starting to. It's honestly
yeah.
starting to like split. Like they have no idea what the fuck is going on anymore.
This shit is literally off its fucking lost shit, dog.
They're
People
just
that-
like, well, in game 2 we did say this happened, but then in game 3 they're just like, fuck it.
So basically, Kingdom Hearts 2 was like, what was what was the new Star Wars film? Like the first of the new trilogy. What was the first one?
Revenge of the Sith.
No, not that. Nah, the first one.
Fuck, man.
I
Return.
know.
Return?
No, that's the old school. Nah. It was
Return of Keanu Reeves.
I wish they put him in a Star Wars movie. But I'd actually probably.
Honestly,
watch
I
it.
can see him in a movie.
But whatever, they had the new one. They had the new Star Wars movie. Then they had
You
the,
see him in a movie.
Then they had what was it? The
Phantom Menace.
The Last Jedi or whatever the fuck the last one was. And now they got the little Rise of Skywalker shit, right? So like Kingdom Hearts 2 was like the new game or the new movie, like the first one. And then how like the Last Jedi, the last one they put out was shit because it was a whole nother director, and they're like, nah, all that shit that you set up in that, we're not doing that shit. Fuck that.
Nope.
We're doing this. Kingdom Hearts 3 was kind of like that. It was just like, all right, we're just gonna take it all back. We're gonna do this. We're gonna sell some more games because these dudes are just gonna buy it anyway. Fuck it. He said, man, real talk. When I get in the development studio, I just put whatever on the disc. They gonna buy it. Like that's honestly what they're doing, man. Like
He kicked his feet up on the desk. He said, "You know what? Fuck it."
my man just threw his mouse in the air. It's like fuck it, dog. It's just crazy.
See, the only reason that 3 sucked was because they didn't put the Tron world back in.
Yeah, I feel like that's definitely probably one of the reasons why this shit sucked, and it's also
That's
because it took 20 years to come out.
I mean, it was worth it, I
I blame the
guess.
time frame.
The time frame definitely killed that game. 7 it's like you can't really, well, you can definitely fuck it up, but as far as like selling copies, you can't fuck it up because it's a remake. Like the content's there, so it's literally going to be like a
Keep
rehash,
playing.
a reimaginization.
It's gonna be trash.
A real dramatization of shit that's already taken place, whereas Kingdom Hearts 3 was a sequel to a sequel. Like it was continuing a story, something supposed to be something newer content. Whereas like with this, it's like motherfuckers are sold because it's like, I mean, I've played Final Fantasy 7 a million times anyway, so fuck it, I guess I'll buy it again. You know? It's crazy, man.
Is that really the justification?
I swear,
definitely
if
is.
you
Definitely
go on,
is.
if I do a poll right now and I'm like, how many people that have already partaken in Final Fantasy 7 are buying the remake? It's
All
gonna be like everybody. Nobody.
it's gonna be majority.
Right. Generation Z is not gonna pick this game up. You know what I mean? They don't know what the fuck. Like they didn't play 7, man. You know? Does Generation Z even play RPGs outside of MMOs? That's a question. They don't. Like I feel like it's an older head type of thing outside of like maybe Pokemon. Pokemon gets newer because the kids, you know.
See, I was actually about to reach over and pull my copy of 7 out, but I don't know where the fuck it is.
I get
Honestly,
that.
Pokemon's probably the last traditional RPG.
Not even an RPG.
It can be considered.
It's an RPG. It's an RPG.
No.
I think Dragon Quest is like a lost like, fuck, what's the word I'm looking for?
I mean, that's been lost on the U.S. market for years.
I was about to say it's bigger across these.
That shit is
Way-
cranking.
it's
in
huge
the
huge.
across
air.
these.
Yeah.
Huge.
Why do you think these
Let's see.
motherfuckers be getting slime controllers and we don't?
I
Fucking
mean, those
racist.
ones, they do be fucking hot though.
Them controllers
They're
are
pretty-
fucking
yeah, they're pretty
crazy. You know they're making one for the new Dragon Quest game for the PS4. I'm really
You
tempted.
might have to
'cause-
import.
Yeah, because that
Mm.
controller's looking mighty dope.
I know the last one they released was really fly. Like I don't even fuck with Dragon Quest, but it was actually pretty cool.
The controller's always, and it's just a great like little piece. You can just put it down and you got the slime.
Mhm. Well, since we're on the topic of controllers, yo, I know my personal opinion of it, but Xbox One, they're releasing their new controller soon, which
One for the
is
handicap people.
highly customizable, and it's kind of crazy. They're quote unquote elite controller, whatever. How was your feelings on that?
Well, hold on. Which controller are we talking? Are we talking about the one that makes it so handicap people can play, or are we talking about
No.
like the actual elite
Like
controller?
the actual elite controller.
They already released one. So is this a new version?
It's another one.
It's
Yeah,
a
this
2.0.
That shit,
Oh, so they actually announced it finally.
Yeah, they announced it was like one of the first
Oh.
things they announced at the press conference.
I'm about to go back. I'm about to go look at it soon. I'm gonna look
Son,
at it later.
I'm gonna keep it real with you, dog. Like, cause I know EJ wasn't too thrilled about it. Me personally, I think it's one of the coolest fucking things ever, bro. Like,
I
literally
have
said-
one.
Yeah, I know you have one of the like the original joints, but I'm like, I wish Sony would do some shit like this, man. Cause
They
their
won't.
controller's fucking garbage.
I agree 100%.
PS4 pads are
The only way
trash.
you can get it is through third party right now.
I don't want
Yeah.
to buy a fucking scuff controller.
You can do the Astro
I
joints too.
can, yeah, but this shit's got, you know what I mean, the actual like triggers and shit. It's got the macros on the bottom. The grip is different. You can
Yeah.
adjust the sensitivity of the sticks. You can raise the sticks.
Mhm.
Like all that's customizable. Like it has programmable options, so you can
Mhm.
program. Like that's just dope. That thing 150. Fuck it, that's
hon-
worth it.
Honestly, just buy the controller
And just use a fucking Brooks.
and
Yeah.
just use a Brooks.
Yeah, no, I respect that. I respect that.
If I use a PS4 controller, I literally cannot play any game on a
Well,
PS4 controller.
See, but here's the difference between me and you, though, is like I know that the controller's trash, but I've somehow been able to conform to it, so I can actually perform on a PlayStation 4 pad. As trash as it is now.
I'm so sorry.
Granted, if this was 4 years ago, I probably would do the Brooks route, but unfortunately, I have adapted to the garbage.
Well, it's time to unadapt. Wake up, sheeple.
I don't know if I want to go through that, man. Then it's like I'm gonna get shitted on trying to learn on another controller.
I'll let you borrow my my elite controller.
Gonna get doo-dooed on.
I'll let you borrow the elite controller so you can get juiced up for a little bit, get used to it.
That's just not a need, though. I'm already juiced up on the fucking what do they even call this shit?
Imagine Kyle
Dual shock.
at full power
Yeah, bro.
with paddles on the back, hitting them
Son,
joints like.
son, I'm at full power on this shit. Look at it. It looks like a toy. like
It's like
like-
some doo doo. Can you
just
get that off
like-
the screen, please?
it's like glossy.
Yeah, can you get that off the screen? I don't know
Damn, it's actually kind of worn, bro. Jesus
Playing
Christ.
DJ Max.
Yeah, that and fucking COD, man. Like my fucking palms have destroyed this shit. Like, cause it's supposed to be like a matte type of texture to it. It's actually smooth as fuck. Like on these parts, like the matte is gone. Dog. That's just crazy. I got 2 more of these around here somewhere. I don't know. I threw them. I don't know.
Might look into getting scuffed before the PS5 drops.
I heard they're not that great. That's just from what I've heard.
Scuffs are like okay. That's about all I've heard. They're good, but they're not. Honestly, in my order of controllers, it would be like the elite controller.
Yeah,
because
I
that
figured
bitch
as
is
much. It's nice.
comfy as
It's
shit.
nice.
Oh, it's so comfy. And then
Xbox
like
has good controllers.
they've always been good.
Yeah.
Then like regular 360 pad.
It's pretty good.
Ergonomic.
Then like the Razer, whatever what the fuck is this shit called? The Raiju. I actually forgot what it was called.
Sound like a Pokemon.
Whatever the Raiju or the Nacon, Nacon, Nacon. Them joints are good. Then probably Scuff and then regular PS4 controller.
Controller, yeah.
I hate regular PS4
Definitely.
controllers.
I'll say that it's definitely not bottom tier. I will put 6-axis underneath of that, but you get the point. Like
Is that the PS2 joint?
that's the PS3 joint, the original one, the really.
Oh yeah,
light
them
one.
shits were trash.
It was
yeah,
honestly-
those are like Z tier. I don't even count those as
Honestly,
controllers.
one of the worst controllers known to man. It's down there with Dreamcast. It's down there with N64.
I love the Dreamcast controller.
That shit will give you fucking calluses, bro. Like it was not.
No,
good
that
to
was
play
that
on.
was that was N64 controller.
that
When you
one
be
did
playing
too.
that
Yeah, that one
playing
did
that
too.
Mario Party.
But like
Spinning that shit.
Yeah, my man said he said
playing fucking Sonic Adventure and Crazy Taxi on that goddamn Dreamcast pad was destroying my fucking hands, dog. That shit is not meant to be played on for long periods of time.
Oh my god, I love that controller. That shit honestly fit my hand so well.
That shit reminded me of a TIE fighter, bro. That's fucking Star Wars, dog.
What is that?
Fucking Star Wars, dog.
You start shooting lasers, bro.
Like a fucking TIE fighter, dog. Oh shit.
I would be in tears if that shit start making sounds.
Okay, I think we're good on E3. We talked a lot,
There you go, Kyle.
about E3. Oh. Oh, okay. Now this looks good. This looks good.
Yeah, that's the
The Razer.
Yeah, it's the
Oh.
Razer one.
Kyle,
The,
just,
the
I don't-
napkin.
I don't like the sticks, but like everything else makes sense.
I think they made another version that
Oh.
that has it in like that PS4 layout,
Uh-huh.
but I don't know anything further than that. I literally touched it once and I was like, "That's cool," and then I didn't use it ever again.
Kyle, just to prepare you, one last thing that happened at the Nintendo announcement, they released a new Pokemon waifu.
Oh,
Outside
Nessa?
the
Nessa.
assistant?
Huh?
Outside the assistant?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
So,
the new she's the new water.
She got
Is
Elevator.
is that the dark skinned chick?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it on Twitter.
Yeah, she dummy nice.
Twitter. Why is Nintendo trying to market people to mess with kids?
She's
That's
not even
a whole
a
nother
kid.
topic.
How old are these
Actually,
characters?
I can't say
Yeah,
that.
that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, a lot of these characters are like teenagers, man.
The
Teenagers
chick from
are
Fire
like,
Emblem's like 1,000 years old, but she looked 10, so they're like, it's okay.
so they're using the May logic,
Yeah.
in Guilty Gear, or the Charlita, or whatever, like the lolly joint. Like, come on, man.
Say it's all right.
Dizzy got the mind of a fucking 2-year-old. Like, come on, man.
She was just born yesterday.
My
Jesus.
man Kai piped that shit down too. That's crazy. He didn't even care. He said, Fuck
Yeah,
it, dog.
he laid a actual whole
That's-
infrastructure on that
so
joint.
fucking shameful. That's nuts, man. Yeah, I don't know why Nintendo's doing that, man. They're supposed to be about the kids. That shit's
Fuck 'em.
crazy.
Yeah, is it
Literally.
about the kids already?
Why are we giving like because you can see like the sex appeal in these Pokemon characters. They're like getting boobs and shit. Like, come on, man. Nintendo knows what they're doing.
Yeah, they get crazy. Anyways, let's get to my topic for the day.
Go for it.
So we all know our big homie Lord Jamar.
I have no idea who the fuck Jamar is.
Oh my gosh, he was a member of Brand. Is it Nubian? Is that how you say that joint?
No clue.
I don't know. Some rap group. Brand Nubian. Blah 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 blah. Did they even make it like a hit song? I don't know. Whatever. This motherfucker's like a rapper or something. He currently co-hosts a podcast, Yandemin Godcast, with fellow rapper Rod Digga.
God,
Yeah, it's just literally called Yandemin Godcast.
That's what's up.
So let's see. Before I get to the main part of my piece on him, says controversy page says Lord Jamar garnered controversy after releasing a diss track towards Kanye West
Oh.
on February 4th, 2013, titled "Lift Up Your Skirt," and also proceeded to state gay has no place in hip hop, which led to him being characterized by some in the media as homophobic. He denied the characterization, tweeting, "I went to a gay wedding of a good friend not too long ago, so I doubt I'm homophobic."
I
got a
like how
black friend,
that's
I'm not
the
racist.
right. That's the justification for every person that's like sexist and racist. They're like, "Oh no, I'm not a racist. I have black friends." Da 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 da. Well,
That's weird.
I'm not a sexist. My brother's gay. Like, all right,
Yeah.
dude. Like, what?
So then right under it says on September 23rd, 2013, Lord Jamar garnered controversy again when he stated white rappers are guests in hip hop, and other remarks about white rappers and homosexuality in an interview with DJ Vlad. The remarks were met with backlash. Lord Jamar claims to receive hate about his statements in his Twitter biography. Jesus. So basically, my man's went on a like insane freaking rant about how Eminem is racist.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, like I'll hear it out.
Okay.
Why not? I've heard dumber stuff. So you know that what was that dumbass album he just put out, Kamikaze or whatever?
Yep, that was his latest project.
Yeah. So he put that joint out, and on whatever track he like specifically mentioned Jamar, and like said some shit was like, I'm gonna run up in your house, blah blah blah. And then he said something like, "Fetch me the remote." And this dude, Lord Jamar, like loses his shit. And he's like, now when he uses the word fetch,
Okay.
that has an undertone of slavery.
I knew
I'm
you.
like, whoa.
It's kind of reaching, but I can see the point.
That's what I said. I was like, I see what you're like, where this is heading, but I feel like you're kind of making it. You're kind of pushing it that way.
Yeah, it's a double entendre, but it's like that could be taken so many different ways outside of just slavery. Because it's like, all right, let's say that he's treating this so-called individual as a dog. Just because he's talking to Jamar doesn't mean he's talking about all African American people. Like, you know what I mean? That's a reach. Considering Eminem hasn't done anything like that in his career before, anyway.
Why would he do it now?
I don't think Emma's racist. This guy's reaching. There's plenty of times where he could have been like that. You know what I mean? He'd be like, yeah, go fetch the log, boy, or something like, I don't know.
Yeah, and then you had 50 Cent,
the homie,
come out, the king of beefs, and breaking people's kneecaps to get his like 50 grand. Basically, it's just like, hey, I thought you died. And Lord Jamar was not very pleased with that. And I was like, hey man, look, I got nothing to say on that. And he's just like going off about this dude's white and all this other dumb shit. Oh, hold on, here we go. I'll give you the word for word. Let's see. Rhyme wise, I expect a little more out of Eminem. I like to be a little more wordy with his shit as far as just a rhyme, forgetting about what he's talking about and what he's talking to rhyme wise. It's cool. It's not the illest Eminem shit that people look for when they look for Eminem, but I guess he had something to say here. See, usually he rhymes for rhyme's sake and just puts words together, blah, blah, blah. Jamar continues and suggests he personally interprets a racial undertone in this. I'm not going to sit here and fully break down the whole rhyme where he talks about being a clone of Elvis, and especially the go fetch me the remote part. That's very disturbing to say the least for a white man to infer to a black man to go fetch him the remote. That's how I interpreted it. And he's telling me to fetch him the remote. I'm just like, okay, whatever.
That's a reach.
Yeah.
So you mean to tell me that if Eminem would have said that about, I don't know, fucking Logic or some shit, it'd be cool?
Oh yeah, he was shitting on Logic in the in the interview too.
He should.
I mean, yeah,
like, that's just warranted at this
point. But yeah, I just thought that shit was super like out of pocket. Just kind of just did it.
We gotta sit there and like bow in humility to the GOAT, dog. Eminem is one of the greats. You know what I mean? He kind of untouchable. He probably could be talking about mad racist shit, but it's okay because he the GOAT.
Yeah, he's like, so, I don't see him as the king of hip hop, and I was like,
I wouldn't say that, but he's a legend.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I was like, he's great at what he does,
right?
And I feel like he broke the mold for that time frame.
Like I wouldn't put him up there. Music. Like I wouldn't put him up there with like Hove, but like he definitely like is on the pedestal of like the Horsemen. Like if there was a Horseman of rap apocalypse, M is one of the Horsemen, bro.
Yeah,
he up there.
And everyone's like, oh, he doesn't respect, like the old guard. And I'm like, what are you talking about? This motherfucker literally be like shouting these dudes out every time he does something.
Yep.
He'd be like, yo.
He's referring to Eminem when he's saying that?
Yeah.
Nah, he's not. This dude is an idiot.
Yeah. Yeah, dude's a nut. But it just like showed up in my like recommends. It was like, hey, you might like to watch this. I was like, fuck is this? I was like, Eminem's racist. I was like, news to me.
Nah, that's that clickbait. Like, there's way too much misinformation going on out here. Way too much. Let's see. I actually got one more topic I want to talk about. We got about 10 minutes worth of show left, so we gonna bang this out one real quick. Um, and I'm pretty sure the answer to this is no.
No.
Did you okay? Did you guys know that the Women's World Cup is going on right now?
Oh, of course.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I just wanted to touch bases with you guys. Okay.
I know Nick is trolling.
I'm not trolling. This is it's actually going on right now. The Women's World Cup of Soccer is going on. The only reason I bring this up is I would have no idea this shit was going on if it wasn't for an event that took place last night. So, the U.S. team of women played against the Taiwanese women's team. This is, I believe, Taiwan's first appearance in the Women's World Cup. So this is their first time playing one, right? So the American women's team proceeded to beat them 13-0, which is fucking unprecedented in soccer. That shit does not happen.
I feel like that's not even worthy of like a pop off. That's just like, damn.
It's funny that you bring that to mind. So the controversy behind it is some of the later goals, like after the 8th goal they scored,
They start popping off.
they started celebrating.
Strong, yo.
No, if I scored 8 goals on somebody, I wouldn't even like. I'd be like, you know what?
That is going like.
You do. I'd be like, I can't.
Alright, hold on.
It's like beating somebody. It's like 5 games in a row and be like, damn.
Let me finish.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. You play somebody in first and 10.
Let me finish, man.
You're like, yeah.
You go fucking perfect legend of fucking 13-0.
Holy fuck, man. Let me finish, bro. Let me finish. Yo. So anyway, there's controversy behind it because people are getting mad with the fact that they were celebrating and popping off after clearly destroying them. Like, it was honestly not even a chore to play these teams. And here's the other funny part, right? So generally, when a team gets in that position where they're just stomping the opponent, after a while, they actually switch out their good players and they put in the B.
Oh, and the
tier.
doo-doos.
You know what I mean? They let them get some play time. Nah, they kept their starters in the whole fucking game.
Oh my
so
god!
Because
They don't even have to try.
That shit is OD.
So, they got back in that fucking locker room, and they're like, "Woo, yo, let's go!" So yo, crush Taiwan.
What's it called? The controversy behind it is because, for one, they were popping off. They were celebrating of like a victory that's kind of free. And then also because they feel like after they scored the 7th or 8th time that they probably should have just shown restraint and stopped scoring. They were literally scoring because they could.
Yeah, why not?
I guess I want to see. You guys are probably gonna have the same view of it I have. I guess it could be looked upon as bad sportsmanship to a degree. It's literally the equivalent of us playing COD, right? We play capture the flag. We've already captured the flag like 8 times. And we grab the enemy's flag and bring it back and not cap it just to get kills. That's literally what they're doing. That's literally what they're doing.
Yes.
I'm about that.
I'm 100% for that.
Oh god. I'm not against it because it's fair. It's part of the game. They came there to play whatever, but
So
if all right,
hear me out.
This is their first time ever playing in a World Cup stage, bro.
Well, they always got next World Cup.
I guess they do.
You're in the World Cup, right? There's a lot on the line for your whole entire country,
Right.
continent, like anything, right?
Uh-huh.
You gotta realize if you can practice on the World Cup stage, why not? Why the fuck not? Run whatever drill you need to with that starting team. Do whatever you need to help you secure that dub for the next one. That's my opinion.
That's the thing, though. I know
So-
what's gonna happen.
So are we saying that Taiwan's gonna win the next World Cup?
Shit, I don't know about all that. They got a lot of work to do for that. They better start juicing. Something. But I know what's gonna happen. Like, so we had this last game that happened. Whoever the U.S. women's team plays in the next round, they're gonna get fucking stomped. Like, that's the curse. Like, you sat there and you were, I guess you could say, unsportsmanlike.
You're an asshole of the other team.
Yeah, and it's gonna it goes around karma, right? But my thing is could it be considered that what they did to them last night was an act of terrorism? Like,
Jesus
was that bad?
Christ.
son, 13-0 with pop-offs. That does not happen.
Did
Like-
okay, all right. Did Taiwan put up a fight?
13-0? No.
I mean,
Like,
okay, look.
these-
You can get 13. Okay, look at Perfect Legend. He got 13-0'd.
But
And
I'm
he's
sure
sort
he
sort of
was
put
fighting
up.
back. Nah, man. These chicks, they had to be just standing there. They just had to be out on the field, man. I kind of feel like after going up 6-0, they're probably mentally defeated by then. To go up 8 and start popping off, they probably didn't want to play anymore. I'm surprised they didn't quit. Like,
He said timeout.
right.
Timeout.
It's
Take us
like,
out.
Right. This is like playing against like the freest person ever. Not even in a money match, but in casuals, and you're just stomping this person. You start taking their bursts, and you start like comboing while staring at them. Like, you know what I mean? Like doing all the like the under key, like low key, like
Start
douchebag type
practicing
shit.
combos.
You know what I mean?
He
I
said,
don't know.
yeah, I'm practicing one frame links on you real quick, so don't mind me.
Am I against what they did to them? No. It's in the confines of the rules. They didn't break the rules. It's whatever. It's possible. You can do it. Fuck it. Do I feel like it was probably kind of wrong? Yes. That was kind of dirty. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, these people are morally defeated. You're going to make it so they're not going to want to fucking come back next year. Like, Jesus. I just thought that shit was kind of crazy. I heard about it on
Which
the
two
radio.
countries were?
Taiwan and U.S. USA.
So the U.S. crushed them that bad.
Is U.S. women's team destroyed
Okay,
them.
okay. That kind of changes things a little bit.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Hashtag
slightly,
shouts to my
It
ladies.
makes us look like dickheads.
yeah, that's right. Like, had it been like Brazil or something, I
Yeah.
don't think it would have been as bad because we know that they're really good at soccer down there.
Exactly.
But U.S. is not known to play soccer.
What?
But we're known
Like,
to pop ball.
Our women's
We're-
team is good.
I mean, they had to have been. They scored 13
I
times.
mean,
Like,
country don't even play soccer.
oh my god, that's what I'm saying. Like, all right, so this is Taiwan's first time. They don't even play soccer there. Like, that's what I'm saying. That shit is crazy. That's actually insane, dog. Like,
See, it's like beating up on like the North Korean team. It's like these motherfuckers be coming down for like bobsledding and shit, and I'm like, do
Right.
y'all even have bobsleds?
I think they have mountains out there. It's possible.
I mean, they can have mountains, but
Yeah, they just make the, they make the course on, it's like,
you know when those motherfuckers come, they have to rent equipment
that's what's up.
because all the equipment they're using is from like 1950.
We ain't trying to have them die on the course. Like, you know what I mean?
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's just so deep, man. That's just so deep. Oh my god, that's just wild. Like, all right, so let me throw this scenario at you, right? Literally, what the USA women's team did to them, an equivalent. It's literally the equivalent to like if you tried to play a pickup game with a team of blind people, and you're just dunking on these guys. Like, I feel like that's kind of fucked up. It's literally the equivalent to that.
I mean, I'd do it.
That yikes. All right, so let's say that hypothetically EJ took karate, and he enters a tournament,
That's not happening.
and they put him up against,
I have you know I took
and they-
Taekwondo
and-
for 5 years.
and they put him in the ring with a disabled person. Are you? So you're gonna proceed to beat the shit out of this mentally incompetent person?
Hell
and
yeah.
And score like as many points as possible. You're an asshole.
It's a tournament. I'm trying to win.
Oh my
It's just
god.
okay. Y'all
I'm
talking
not
about
saying no. There's a difference between winning and
Yeah, you already knew where I was going. Thank you.
and morally
Thank you.
morally humiliating the person. Like that's
My
that's
my man
that's what I'm
is
getting
about
at.
to like
Right.
full force sidekick this like
I'm-
mentally handicapped dude in the chest.
Right. I'm not saying you can't win. You can win, but there's a way. Like there's a sportsman like way to win. You know what I mean? That's why people are looking at
I'm not
this,
popping
like,
off.
sideways.
That's the
These,
thing.
these bitches started celebrating, bro.
Yeah, that's fucked up. And the worst part is now that I know that.
yeah. It's so crazy, man.
But yeah, they do need to practice. Like, just do your thing. But like, holy,
Son, that shit is
pop off.
wrong. That is so fucking wrong.
you need to
Man.
pop off all of
Oh man.
You mean
That's
Thailand?
crazy, man. Thailand, they the same.
Taiwan and Thailand.
Thailand, yeah, same shit.
Hey Nick,
What?
do you have a brown belt?
I have a second-degree black belt, but I mean, go off.
I got a brown
Show me.
belt
I want to see.
right in
I
my
don't-
fucking
I don't have it.
in my drawer in there. And if anybody cross me, I beat the shit out of them with it.
I
You
mean,
gonna
I
whip 'em?
respect that.
Oh,
Why? I mean, yeah. See, now you're racist. I'm about to make a diss track
I
on you.
didn't say a whip. Or hey, I said a
no,
belt.
you gonna beat
dog.
him with it.
You know what I mean? They were definitely not beating people with
Oh,
belts.
I think
back
I think I
then.
found the video of them popping off.
They had whole whips and like nooses and shit. Oh, you got a video of the the match?
Holy shit, dude! This bitch scored 5 goals. Let's
That's
go.
Unheard of. Like that's like Terminator status, bro. That bitch might be a robot. Who knows? Like, who knows? Oh my god.
That remind me of the deadlift
It's like
thing.
we gotta refocus. I'm like, I'm refocused about what? You didn't do anything.
That's crazy. Oh,
It's
you
like when
talking
I-
about with the art shit?
No. When that dude entered he was trans, and he entered a deadlift competition
With
with,
women. That's fucked up.
and he
That is, and the
He
thing is,
destroyed
yes, yeah, and thing is, that shit is like starting to get more common throughout sports, and it's like causing controversy. There's a lot of controversy behind shit like that. I feel like the only logical way to make that fair is to have a category for just trans people.
I agree,
Like, have the trans people compete against each other.
because they're
'Cause
still
you're not fully the
Converted.
sex, yeah, you know what I mean. So it's not technically fair
there's
because
still so much testosterone in a trans person's body. It's still not really fair.
it's not a level playing field. It's not. Unless they agreed to it, that's different. If like all the women came together and they're like, yeah, we're cool with this, fuck it, you know, because it's the same thing I said. Like they have the women's and the men's divisions when it comes to Ultimate Fighting, you know, UFC and all that stuff. There's 2 different divisions to it. If a woman said that she wanted to fight in the men's division and everybody was cool with it, I have no issue with her coming over there and potentially getting her ass beat and vice versa, because everybody agreed to it. It's fair. But if they're not agreeing to that and they don't like it, then yeah, you probably shouldn't allow that to happen.
Agreed.
Apparently a lot of people have an issue with that though. They're like, you know, if a female came over and a bunch of men beat on her, they're women beaters. I'm like, no, she fucking agreed to it. Like, you know, it is what it is. It's a sport. Like, it's not like they're intentionally pulling her over there and beating the shit out of her to do it, like, for fun, you know. It's a challenge. Because at the time, well, not now, but at the time when Cyborg was fucking unstoppable, we were like, yo, she might have to start fighting fucking men. Like, I was saying that. Like, you know, if she wanted more of a challenge, she might have to start fighting men. And I'm not against that. Because you see it throughout history with, like, women playing football in high school and shit like that. They play with the men. They want to. So it is what it is. You know, it's a choice. And if everybody agrees on it, it's cool. Like, it is what it is. But with that case, where it's like, we're just going to slide it under the rug, this trans person, we're going to compete with all these other women, you know, we're not going to do a general consistent thing, we're just going to let it rock, that's kind of fucked up. Just saying.
Yeah, I'm
They don't even know.
It's like,
After watching this video, this was fucked up.
I told you, like, it's like, it was,
Dude, Thailand honestly was stuck
it,
on their side of the field.
that's what I'm saying, they're just there. It's like literally they were playing
yeah.
they were playing training mode. They were legit playing training mode. It's like a scrimmage. A really fucked up one. Because at least in scrimmages, they at least try to fight back. I don't know. I don't
Not
know, man.
today.
I wouldn't be proud of that. I would feel like I was going to hell after doing some shit like that. I'm telling you, it's literally the equivalent of dunking on a blind person. Like, come on, man. And it's not like your normal dunk. Like, you dunk, you hold the rim, your nuts is in their face. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's one of those. Like, it's literally one of
Put your,
those.
put your tongue
Tongue
out.
out, yeah. It's literally one of those, yo. Holy shit, man. But
He's
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Shit is crazy, man. They fucked them up. No, that is nuts. But yeah, that's. I was glad we literally got through everything I had on the plate for this podcast. Being able to
oh man.
close out on that note. Holy shit, man. I really don't see a necessary reason to a weekend rollout. I honestly don't think anything is going on this fucking weekend, dog. I don't think any movies are releasing.
Cookout.
Cookout. Uh-oh. What's the weather?
Child's Play comes out next week.
You said what?
Child's Play comes out next week.
You said next week, though, not this week.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, it's like, I'm
Just
talking
a little
about this
PSA
weekend,
for y'all.
man.
just a PSA.
Shit going- Oh, it's Father's Day on Sunday, so if you're a daddy out there,
Yeah, I don't have
You gonna go
that.
give some to your brother?
shout outs to you. What?
You gonna give some to your brother?
That shit ain't born yet. So technically he ain't a father until that joint come out. You ain't no dad.
Have we found your brother yet?
Oh, he out there.
That's like legitimately all I can remember
Mhm.
from.
I mean, he come around when he needs something.
Yeah. I'm like,
You know?
look, where's Kyle's brother at? They're like,
He exists.
it's all his shit
not
still at the
dead.
house.
Definitely not dead.
That's great. That's amazing.
Yeah. Oh man. So yeah, shout outs to that. If you were daddy, shout outs to you guys. Hardest. No, I wouldn't say that. I was gonna say hardest working people, but that is definitely not a.
Oh, I was about
that is
to
that is
say.
a lie.
Yeah,
There's
that's
people
definitely
way,
some moms out
way,
here.
way hard. There are people that work harder than moms.
Fake news.
But I'm not gonna get into detail with that because it'd be kind of racist. So I'm just gonna let it. I'm gonna let it go.
Well, I mean, I gotta go off.
Let it go. I guess we go ahead and do shout outs and so on and so forth. Promote y'all's motherfucking brands. Shout out to Young Ernest.
Hey, at Hermit_Ernest. You already know. Check out the new Twitter banners for the homies at AM. Shits are pretty clean.
Oh shit, was I supposed to use that?
Yeah, it's good for you to use, bro.
Yeah, it's not
Oh,
an alpha. That's the beta, I guess. I don't know. What's the Y one? It's like beta and then whatever the fuck.
I don't know.
Omega.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
Omega is Y Omega?
No, that's the O.
Yeah. Shit, I'm gonna look it up. I don't know. All right. Yeah. Go ahead, Nick.
Oh my goodness. All right, yeah. What's good? It's your boy. Lost where I was. You can follow me on Twitter at Nick T Stone. Everything is on there. I think my Instagram's on there, but my Twitch is on there. If you want to specifically follow that, it's DMV_graph. That's about it.
Hey, I got you on the outro, Kyle.
No, you don't.
Say, hey, what's up? Hello.
Hey, true shit. What I could do instead of fixing it is I could just play the shit while we're doing this.
Yeah.
But I'm lazy. I'm not doing it this episode, so give you guys something to fucking look forward to next week.
One version.
Right, shout outs to myself. I suppose you're already on the channel, so why not follow it if you haven't already? And if you're not broke and poor, then you can subscribe and support the brand, I guess, and further the entertainment. I actually am probably going to be launching a series for real this time. I want to say July, like mid-July. I'm gonna actually give it a shot, but I gotta put some work into that. It's in the conceptual stages right now, but it's probably gonna happen. I'm pretty sure it's gonna happen. I think I have an idea for 2 different series. One of them's definitely happening. The second one, I'm still in the blueprint stage of that, so look out for that. Twitter and YouTube is the same thing. You're already here. The link's down underneath the video as we speak. Archive will be uploaded Friday, as always. I think that's about it. Be kind, be safe. Shout outs to the fathers this weekend. Shout outs to the single mothers. Shout outs to the donut eaters. Shout outs to the crackheads. All y'all doing it big out there. We did not have a special guest this week. We had Greg send us off last week. That was pretty cool, but fuck it. I don't know. Has he seen that?
I don't think he
I don't
has.
think he knows. Okay, I might have to clip it and send it to him. All right. Till next week. Next week, next time. Yo, we are out of here. See y'all.